All right, guys, we got the keys. Put it in the ignition here. Got some power. Prepare for liftoff. Oh, yeah, super easy. Love an LS. Let's see what she's got. Oh, yeah. One more time. All right. Hey guys, and welcome back. I'm Chris Mazzarella, and you're watching No Reserve Classics. And before we get started, guys, if you haven't done it already, make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring that bell, because you never know. Your dream ride could be in the next video. And here she is, guys, the absolutely beautiful 1968 Chevrolet Camaro SS Pro Touring Restomod. And while this baby looks original, she's the total opposite. And it starts right under the hood. An LS3 376 motor with a 4L65E automatic transmission. All that is going through a 12-bolt rear and with posi. And it's got power steering, power Willwood disc brakes, and vintage air conditioning. On the interior, it's featuring TMI Sport R seating with digital decoder gauges and a custom auto sounds radio with rear deck speakers. And if you thought the top of this car looked great, wait till you see the underbody. It's painted from front to rear, that awesome gloss red paint, showcasing the Scott's Hot Rod independent front suspension system with adjustable coilovers. And in the rear, it's even got a RideTech 4-link adjustable coilover system. So guys, stay tuned, because we're gonna give you the opportunity to add some really cool accessories to this already bad American muscle car. Now, I know you guys can't be with me here today on this beautiful turntable, but if you head over to No Reserve Classics, you'll be able to take this ride on a virtual 360-degree tour. That's right, with a simple swipe of a finger, you'll be able to see the beautiful exterior of this car. And after you're done with that, hop over to the inside for another 360-degree virtual tour. And if you guys have any questions on how to get this vehicle to your garage with all the custom accessories, feel free to give me a call, Chris, at 1-800-562-7815, and I'll be sure to guide you through the full process. All right, guys, I'm all strapped in, tightened up. So hop inside and let's go for a ride, and let's see what this bad boy's all about. All right, guys, and thank you for coming with me. This car is super fun, and I just love the overall styling of this car, how it looks like a sleeper from the outside, but has so many modern amenities. This LS3 motor sounds absolutely beautiful, paired up with the 4L65E automatic transmission. Shifts really nice. As soon as you give it gas, it downshifts, and you hear that beautiful 3-inch exhaust all the way back. And I'll tell you what, that 12-bolt rear definitely holds all that power in really well and distributes it really nice through the ground. So stay tuned, guys, because you're going to be given the opportunity to customize this car to your liking. Everything from the visual aesthetics, like an RS kit, all the way to a really nice rim and tire package that we have set up for this car. And I'll tell you what, if it was my vehicle, the first thing I would do is definitely add some of those accessories, giving us a wider plant on the ground, especially with the wheels and tires. But let's face it, most of the time we're going to be sitting right in the driver's seat. And we have these awesome TMI seating in here, which are really comfortable, really nice. They give you a two-tone of suede and leather, so you have a different discrepancy of the material that you're sitting on, which is really comfortable. I like it a lot. So not only do you get to enjoy the comfort of the seating, the people in the back also get that as well, that awesome two-tone suede and leather seating. And as we look forward, we have our 14-inch steering wheel, our wood steering wheel with some chrome accents on it. And right behind that, we have our digital Dakota VHX gauges as well as the center console gauges. So you have both of the gauges in front of you that are really modern and very easy to see. We have our voltage gauge, our temperature gauge, our oil, and of course our fuel, which are completely operational. And on top of that, we have our aftermarket factory style retro sound radio, AM, FM, and right on top of that, we all need it in these Restomods, these Pro Touring Restomods, vintage air conditioning and heating with a simple swipe of a finger. You can hear that. That's got a strong blower motor on there. So a hot day out, flip that baby on, and you can stay ice cold. So let's put this power rack and pinion to the test. Take some turns over here pretty aggressively. I'm going about 60 miles an hour here, and we're holding to the road really well. And I'll tell you what, if somebody pulls out in front of you, we have those Willwood 6-piston polished brakes that stopped us really well. Now the front subframe of this car is the Scott Hot Rods independent front suspension paired up with adjustable coilover. So depending on your height liking, you can adjust the front, but you can also adjust the rear as well, the ride height and the quality through the RideTech 4-link rear suspension. So you have a lot of adjustability depending if you wanted to take this car and just enjoy it or really bring it to the track and take some tight turns. Whoa! So let's take this baby back to the barn and get there fast so we can customize this car and get it to your driveway as soon as possible. Woo! So that was super fun, guys. So let's take a little look at this car and show you guys some options that we're gonna be able, well, you're gonna be able to actually purchase with this car. And you can have it two ways. You can either buy the car as it is, fully inspected and mechanically inspected, or you can go through the list and say, Chris, I want it all, put it on, I'm ready to roll. And it all starts right here, right in the front end. Now, although the SS front end looks super cool, I'm an awesome fan of it, love it. The RS kit looks so much better with those hideaway headlights. And we have that as a fully available option for this vehicle for $3,999 fully installed. Now you can go one step further and be like all of our other cars that we have with the Restomod headlight performance package. And what does that include? That includes our headlight kit with the halo as well as the LED kit in there. So when you put those lights on at night, it's gonna disperse around the road ahead. Our other option that we have goes right here. Never available, but now is. The D80 bottom spoiler package in that awesome ABS plastic, giving an aggressive stance in the front. And we have that available for only $199 fully installed. Our other few options that we have help you keep yourself cool in the car. And although we have the vintage air conditioning, you're able to tint the side and back glass of this car any shade you like, whether 50%, 20%. We have that, and we could put that on the car when it gets to your house for $299. Now, while the outside of the car and the inside of the car is gonna look cool, what's better than some aftermarket 18-inch staggered wheels, awesome MHT Ramblers with your choice of tire, front and rear staggered, so you're gonna get that fat 275 millimeter tire all the way in the rear, that little lip in the front, giving it an awesome stance. Like I said, it's an option. You can get and pick and choose what you like. Because you see those Willwood power disc brakes in there? These wheels are definitely gonna make them pop. All right, let's see what this baby's got. And I'll tell you what, although it looks really nice on the camera with the reflection, you hear that? Paint imperfection. And we're gonna give you guys this car ready to go. I know I told you guys that this car, you could buy it as is, but we can't let it leave here like this, absolutely not. So we're gonna take this car and give it a paint restoration. But what we don't have to do is fix gap issues. Look at the line on the hood, all the way down. The gap is the same all the way throughout. It's not higher or lower anywhere on this car. Even the cowl Check out the door gaps from front and even in the rear. Normally you see these cars on the bottom, it'll kick out on the door. Really smooth all the way throughout, just ensuring that you guys are gonna get even a better quality car when it arrives directly to your driveway. And while we're here, let's open up the hood and showcase this power plant. And guys, look how pretty it looks in there with all those billet and polished accessories in there. The chrome master brake cylinder looks really outstanding. Take a look at that firewall and see where that motor is. Look how far back it goes, giving it a better center of gravity when you're taking these corners and putting this car to work. But it's just a little too plain for me. So on the valve covers here, well, normally would be a valve cover. We got an LS motor, so it makes it look like a 350 motor. We would put the Chevrolet script emblem in there, fully installed, giving it a little tasteful touch right on the top. And you know, we have that available. We'll get that all installed for you. $399 out the door. So when you pop the hood, you have just a little bit more chrome accents under there. Wow. Now, I was just debating on whether to eat my lunch up underneath the vehicle. And the reason is it's so clean under there, and it's actually color matched. From the front of the car all the way to the rear, you have this type of paint underneath. So we're gonna put this car up on the lift and give it a hot steam bath. Check out all the mechanics, check out all the bushings and any leaks and correct them. And normally we would give this car a paint job underneath with that awesome satin black finish. But we're gonna buff it. We're gonna compound it. We're gonna cut it and we're gonna polish it. That's right. We're gonna get the underbody of this car looking just like the top, showcasing that four-link, showcasing that independent front suspension, and getting this bad boy some mirrors underneath it, because I'll tell you what, this is gonna be one award winner. And last but not least, our mechanical inspection, making and ensuring that anything that we did to this vehicle is functioning appropriately. And then it's my favorite part, the 30-mile test drive. I'm gonna be taking this bad boy through some turns. I'm gonna be testing out those brakes, going over some bumps, and definitely hitting that accelerator pedal, putting that pedal to the metal, and showcasing what this car's all about. And guys, I'm Chris Mazzarella, and you've been watching No Reserve Classics. And if you guys have any questions, feel free to give me a call, Chris, at 1-800-562-7815. And if you guys haven't done it already, make sure you hit that subscribe button, because you never know, your dream ride could be in the next video.